The town of Black Hollow sat nestled in a valley surrounded by dense, towering pines. Locals called the forest the Whispering Pines for the eerie sound the wind made as it threaded through the branches. But outsiders rarely heard the whispers. What they heard was silence. Emma Foster, a city journalist, arrived in Black Hollow chasing rumors of a haunting. The last story she'd written about ghostly happenings in a small town had catapulted her career, and she was determined to strike gold again. "You're looking for trouble," said an elderly woman at the diner when Emma mentioned her purpose. "The pines don't like to be disturbed." Emma grinned, jotting down the quote in her leather notebook. Superstitions like that were journalistic gold. As dusk fell, Emma set out with her camera and flashlight. The forest loomed like a wall, its darkness impenetrable. The whispers began almost immediately. They weren't words but soft, melodic hums, as though the trees themselves were exhaling secrets. Her flashlight beam cut through the darkness, catching glimpses of twisted roots and skeletal branches. Something moved in the corner of her eye, a shadow that darted behind a tree. "Who's there?" she called, her voice bouncing back to her in echoes. No reply. Pressing on, Emma stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood an ancient oak, its bark scarred with strange symbols. The whispers grew louder, almost frantic, as though warning her away. Intrigued, she approached the tree and reached out to touch the carvings. Her fingers barely brushed the surface when the earth beneath her feet gave way, plunging her into darkness. She awoke in a cavern dimly lit by an otherworldly blue glow. Around her, figures moved, distorted shapes of men and women with hollowed eyes and elongated limbs. They moved soundlessly, their mouths opening and closing as though screaming, but no sound emerged. Emma's breath quickened as she backed away, her flashlight now a useless hunk of plastic. The whispers returned, but now they were inside her head, threading through her thoughts like parasitic vines. "You took our peace," a voice said, not aloud but within her mind. "Now you stay." Emma turned to run, but the figures closed in, their hollow eyes narrowing. She stumbled, fell, and felt the icy grip of one of the creatures on her arm. Weeks later, a group of hikers found Emma's camera lying on the forest floor, its lens shattered. When the photos were developed, most were blurry and indistinct. But one image, perfectly clear, sent chills down their spines: a massive oak tree, its bark scarred with symbols, and just visible in the background, the faint outline of Emma, her face frozen in a silent scream. Black Hollow now had another story to tell, but no one dared whisper it too loudly. After all, the pines were always listening.